Thank you, Lindsay. Well, I love learning a little bit more about what makes our area so special. We all know the big stories, but what about those overlooked ones? That is where Sierra State Parks Foundation comes in. I am joined with Michael Myers, the executive director, here to talk to us about your summer speaker series. A really fun topic is coming up, the Rail Housewives of the Central Pacific. These are kind of the women of the railroad that people just don't know about.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of the famous names and the titans of the railroads tend to get a lot of the credit because they were people writing history. But the strong women with them were also capable and had significant achievements on their own. And so this series we're highlighting that coming up in our next Sierra Speaker Series.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of the Sierra Speaker Series. And this is just a chance for people to come out, enjoy beautiful nature, and learn more about the area.
Absolutely. And so with the series, we cultivate different topics for every month and different speakers that we think are going to be engaging. They're subject matter experts. So it can be history of the area, natural history, cultural significance, anything that we think people will be interested in. They can come and interact with the speakers and really learn something hopefully new and interesting.
Well, for sure, especially about the women of the Central Pacific Railroad. I'm sure you've gotten a little bit of a sneak peek at the talk. So tell us a little bit about what people can expect to hear.
Sure. So Debbie Hollingsworth is our speaker, and so she works at the California State Railroad Museum. And she's just going to give some of those interesting stories, fun stories, but also just really highlighting like the women are strong, capable, and they did a lot of work and a lot of really cool things in shaping our history, and so with the railroads and getting to California, and we're really a force to be reckoned with, and so it's really exciting to be able to share and highlight these stories.
Yeah, and you guys do this in partnership with California State Parks and Nevada County Library. I'm sure you guys have a lot of resources there.
Yes, absolutely. And so the Nevada County Library, they always bring some books from the library that people can check out on the topics, and then we have a little retail space in the visitor center there where people can purchase books as well.
So this specific talk is coming up Saturday, July 19th. It's free, but you do have a recommended donation. Yes,
yeah, we just have a $5 suggested donation, and so we have wine donated from Highway 12 Winery, and then we set out like food and snacks and stuff, so you can have a little treat, have a little experience. So we try to like elevate it just a little bit to make it fun for people.
And then parking is free, which people love to hear.
Yep, parking is free after 5, so doors open at 5, and then the talk starts at 5:30. So if you roll in after 5, you don't have to pay the $10 parking fee.
Wonderful. So people can get more information on your website, sierrastateparks.org. And again, mark your calendars because the Sierra Speakers Series goes through the summer. What other topics can we expect?
Yeah, so in August, we'll have a speaker on cultural indigenous burning. And then in September, we'll have the Sugar Pine Foundation. We'll be talking about sugar pines, which are awesome, iconic trees. Yes. And then we'll have an extra one in October, which will be like a Survivors and Heroes, another like history one.
Interesting. And that one's not going to be on the 3rd Saturday. That's a special one you're adding.
Yeah, the special one in October will be October 4th, the first Saturday.
Okay, wonderful. So is there limited space on these talks? Should people be getting there ahead of time?
You can get there a little bit early. So we typically have chairs for about 75 people. Last week we actually packed 175 people into that room.
Oh, wow.
So underneath the file marshal code, but it was really packed. So we can accommodate a lot of people. But if you want to get a good seat, get there a few minutes early.
Okay, wonderful. So the Rail Housewives of Central Pacific Railroad will be July 19th, as we just mentioned. Doors opening at 5 o'clock at the Donna Memorial State Park. And just a really great way to continue learning and exploring. You'll come back with some fun, little party anecdotes. Be like, hey, did you guys know? All right, Michael, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Great. Well, thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.